Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Hello. Today's episode we are going to discuss benefits
Of going vegan.
But first, what did you eat tonight, Sarah?
Sushi.
Sushi. We had sushi tonight and it was so fucking good.
We weren't supposed to because we were like, we don't want to go out to eat for all of January because sometimes we're assholes about that
Yeah.
because I can't cook. And we see that happen like a lot where I'm just like, I don't want to cook because I'm bad at it. So we end up out. But tonight was special.
Yeah.
And we had sushi. What kind of sushi did you have?
So I had an avocado roll, which was just avocado, rice, and seaweed. And then I had a tofu roll, which was like
Well, it was called inari, right?
yeah, which maybe is a specific way that they cook it. I don't know. But it's thinly like sliced tofu kind of rolled up and it's like textured and it's so good.
I think it's fried. It kind of looks fried.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, it's cold. Not that it can't be fried and be cold, but I'm just telling people
Right.
the roll is cold. And then what did you have? You had something kind of interesting.
Well, I had avocado rolls because that's pretty much my go-to everywhere because I know
So
I
good.
fucking like avocados.
Yeah,
But the other thing I got was avocado sushi.
right.
So it was like the rice on the bottom and the avocado on the top, wrapped in like the thin sort of like seaweed.
Yeah, just a little strip.
And like, it was dope.
It was so much avocado. I can, like,
I ate a whole avocado.
at least. It was
Well,
awesome.
I ate more than that because I had the roll.
Yeah.
But just with the sushi itself, I ate a whole avocado. And then the rolls, I ate more.
Right.
It was dope. It was
No,
really good.
it's so good. Sushi is so good. Vegan sushi. You never have to worry about weird textures or like, you know, gamey fish or whatever. It's so nice.
Yeah, once in a while I get like seaweed that's too tough for me.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, and so like
Just hard to chew.
you chew it a little longer than
Right.
normal and you're like, don't like.
But that's so much better than the alternative of getting like a really fatty, gamey, like chewy piece of fish. I used to get those every now and then, and that was
Gross.
pretty gross.
No, one of the first times we went to like a Japanese place together, you got that, and like you had like a little moment by yourself, like with a gross piece of fish,
Yeah.
and you're like, ugh.
Right. Anyway, that's one benefit of going vegan,
Right.
but not really.
Which is not on our list, but
Not on our list.
We'll circle back around to sushi. Don't you worry.
Right.
The first benefit is the benefit to the animals, which is like whatever we know that.
We got to mention it. It's a big benefit. The animals appreciate it, I guess.
Which I'd like to, I guess, preface the rest of the list with like a lot of like you're gonna see like a lot of videos on YouTube if you're interested in going vegan or like lists or whatever that are like the benefits of going vegan, and like
Right.
I feel like a lot of them are about like health benefits.
Yeah, that seems to be a big narrative.
Like you'll get skinny, you'll have less disease, you'll have
Right.
this, and like that may be true for some or most or even all people, but like that's not my focus.
No, those aren't the reasons we're going to give tonight.
No, there's like actual cool reasons to go vegan because like everybody's tried a diet that didn't make them skinny,
Yeah.
and everybody's tried a diet that like is supposed to be ultra healthy and like it's not worked out for them.
Right.
That's not what I'm trying to push ever, is like, oh, it's a special fad diet that'll make you fit. Like, it's not fucking Atkins.
No.
Like, I feel like it's a different lifestyle that, like, for me, has a lot that came with it that I'm really, really thankful for. And I want to highlight that because I feel like I don't want to talk about how much vitamin C you can get if you're eating an all raw vegan diet. I don't give a fuck.
Right. Just doesn't matter to us
You
in this
can
moment.
have a healthy diet without being vegan.
Of course.
You can get skinny without being vegan. So like to say like, oh, you know, you can do this big, like that's why keto is having so many problems right now, because people are like, oh, well, you have to do it because it's the only way to get skinny. And like
Right.
if we talk about vegan like that, or
Jingle bells.
she's so funny. But like if we talk about vegan like it's the healthiest possible diet, there's always going to be somebody in the comments like, oh, but I tried keto and I lost so much weight and I feel so
Right.
much better now. Like,
Right.
Keto's the best diet. Like, no.
So those just aren't the reasons that we're focused on. The first And biggest reason for me would be the animals. I
Right.
love animals. They're so
Right.
cool.
And
I
like,
don't want to eat them.
yeah. I feel like talking about like, oh, I could never give up a food group, or like, oh yeah, I eat cheese sometimes and that's not hurting anybody. Like,
Right.
the bummer is, it is.
Right.
You're hurting people. Well, not people. Well, maybe people, but people get hurt doing ag for like plants
Soy and
too.
shit,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
But no, like you're hurting cows, you're hurting animals, and like for me, it's just not fucking worth it
Right.
to like hurt an animal eating something that like I feel like just tastes pretty good right now. You know?
Yeah, I'm happy to not eat bacon or dairy or whatever, like, for helping an animal. That's enough of a reason for me. That's like the main benefit of being vegan. And for a lot of people, that's the case. But-
Right. It's about the animals for me,
Yeah.
but there's like little benefits that we're going to talk about throughout that I think are super valuable and important and might sway people. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. What is the next benefit?
Is it teaches you about adherence
Yeah.
and like adherence to long-term lifestyles.
Right.
So I'm on this like thing right now. Jordan's laughing because I've just been like dragging him through like hell the last week or so because I'm like super interested in minimalism and I'm interested in like overall just living with less
Right.
because I get anxiety and I see like garbage clutter all over the apartment and I'm like, we have to get rid of it. So on the last week or so I've been like on a tear just getting rid of stuff, and I've felt like thinking about like minimalism specifically, like, oh, is this something that I can sustain, or am I gonna go through this like big spring cleaning declutter phase and then be done? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it and I realized that like, no, I can actually stick to this. And there's a few things that I've started since I've been vegan that are like long-term lifestyle changes that I've
Right.
stuck to. Like, I haven't drank in like 9 months.
Yeah. You're committed to that?
Yeah, I'm committed to it. It's like, I mean, like, I don't have to not drink. I can drink if I feel like it, but I can also eat cheese if I feel like it.
Right.
So I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I work out really consistently, like, and now I'm like more committed to like minimalism, and like
Yeah.
I don't want to say like I'm a minimalist or anything yet because I'm still in that beginning phase where I'm like, let's get rid of everything.
Right.
But,
But
you go.
yeah, but like being vegan makes it easier, makes those like lifestyle changes seem easier, I guess.
Yeah.
And I agree. It does seem easier to like undertake a big thing or a big project or like that if you are living every day like with control over what you're eating.
It's just a little bit
It's
more
just-
discipline, I
yeah,
feel
a
like, than I
little
had
discipline.
before. The cat is just all over the place.
Yeah, the cat is all up in your shit.
Yeah, she's like literally sitting like a foot away from my face right now.
Tuna.
Yeah, that's what she wants. But no, I feel like it's a little bit more disciplined because I feel like before we went vegan, I thought about the idea of just, yeah, getting rid of food groups. Never again. And I don't want to say never because I'm gunning for the lab grown meat. But like, yeah, never again am I eating meat that came from an animal that animal had to die for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like before I went vegan, the thought of that, and part of the reason I didn't go vegan sooner was because that sort of thing is scary. Like, oh my God, that's such a huge commitment. And then you do it and you realize that it's like literally the chillest commitment ever.
Yeah.
And then you realize how easy it is to just like commit yourself to things. Like,
Right. It's not so hard to just fucking do something. Whether that be going vegan or like taking on a fitness goal.
right.
It's
And
not
like
so hard.
being vegan taught me that.
Yeah, I agree. Did the same
Because
for me.
there's like a hard limit. It's measurable, it's specific. You know what you're eating and what you're not eating, and you made that fucking choice. Nobody forced you into doing it, and then you learn from that, like, oh yeah, I can do whatever. Like, I can make this like a lofty choice, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. What do we have next?
Creativity in problem solving.
Creativity and problem solving. I like that one. And we were thinking specifically about like grocery shopping or going to restaurants where you have to kind of be inventive with the menu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like with what's on the aisles.
Yeah, we have to talk about IHOP.
IHOP, yeah, specifically.
Well,
Do you want to?
last Christmas in like 2017, we went to the beach because we live in Florida and we're assholes. But the beach we went to was Clearwater, and like there's not a whole lot of like vegan friendly places that are open in Christmas on Clearwater.
Imagine.
And Clearwater's just like older, wealthy people. So we were like, fuck, well, what, like, are we gonna drive all the way home and find food? Like, that's gonna be a pain. And we realized there was an IHOP, so we're like, oh, yeah, I bet we can figure something out at IHOP. So you, like, open your phone, you Google for 5 minutes or less, and you realize you can go to IHOP and order every type of potato they have, pretty much.
Yep. Fries, hash browns.
I ate so
like,
many
home
hash
style.
browns.
Yeah.
Fruit. We got a couple cups of fruit.
Yeah.
We had toast with jelly on it.
Yeah. And that took a little creativity because IHOP is not something that we would have thought of as being super vegan friendly, but we were able to go there and like get a whole meal. Not the best meal, but a whole meal.
Yeah, it's not like a well-rounded healthy meal. I'm not going on IHOP every other
Nah,
week
it's
like,
not
oh yeah,
really
that's what I want. But like,
Not a choice we're making.
you're not gonna starve to death, and like being vegan, at least being vegan for like a little while teaches you like I'm not gonna starve to death. And
Yeah.
like it teaches you how to like problem solve in like regular normal ways. Like for me, literally asking a server, hey, does this have animal products in it? Does this have meat or dairy or eggs in it? Seemed like really weird and daunting. And
Yeah.
then like you learn to do it, and you learn to do it in a way that makes you not an asshole.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, I'm vegan. Can you not give me anything that's not vegan? And like be a dick. Like you can
Right.
you can say, hey, look, I don't eat meat, I don't eat dairy, and I don't eat eggs. Is there anything that we can work together on? I see you've got this on your menu. Can we fucking eat it?
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard.
No. But it does spark a little creativity and a little problem solving, and I think you can carry that over into other aspects of your life.
Right. And that was
You know.
something that I never did before.
Right.
I have something that I never had to think about. Like, I was just like, oh yeah, like, that sounds good. Like, I didn't have to, like, be inventive,
Right.
you know? Because sometimes you have to be inventive. Sometimes you have to go to Wendy's and get a baked potato, plain, with nothing on it, and put barbecue sauce on it. Because that's what you're gonna be able to eat. And, like, thinking about, like, that. And then you fucking know later on, like, oh yeah, Wendy's is not the most super vegan-friendly place.
Right.
And get a big potato with fries, barbecue sauce. I get lemonade. Really good lemonade.
Yeah. So that's a good benefit.
Looking at the next one is food awareness and like nutrition labels and stuff. Which
Yeah.
we talked a little bit about food awareness a couple episodes ago. Like just people not being aware of what's in their food. And this is like a
Right.
benefit of going vegan. If you're not already super, super aware of what's in your food, is you learn about what's in your food. You learn about
Yeah.
what's vegan and how to read labels.
Right. You learn about ingredients, just like what ingredients are, because you want to know if a certain word is something vegan or not. So, I
Right.
mean, I learned about gelatin and whey, which seems stupid. It seems like something I should have known about, but
You just never thought about
never
it.
thought
You never
about
had
it. I never
to.
cared. I never read ingredient labels. So there's little things like that, and becoming more food aware, I think is a positive thing. It certainly makes me more aware of other dietary restrictions like gluten allergies and things like that.
Right, like you learn especially because the like vegan life hack that pretty much every vegan knows is like the easy way to rule out a food is to look at the allergen statement on the food.
Right.
Because if it says contains milk, eggs, wheat, blah 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 blah, you know what it has. You know it has milk, you know it has eggs.
Right.
And like you have to do a little bit more digging if you're trying to figure out if something has honey or gelatin in it.
Right.
But like because like milk and eggs are common allergens, you become used to just looking, you don't even have to read the full ingredients, just look down at the bottom, go, nope, not vegan. And that's something that you don't realize before. Like, I think we were like a couple months into being vegan when I showed you that in the grocery store. Because
Yeah, I
we were
was
looking
amazed.
at, we were looking at bread.
Oh my god, yeah, we were reading the whole ingredient list for like the bakery bread, and it was as easy as looking at the allergen warning.
And then you can rule it out.
Yeah,
Like, obviously, if it's vegan, you have to go through and like read the list again.
right.
But like, you know, if it's got whey, it's got milk.
Yeah,
You know, if it's got gelatin, if it's got like even little things like anchovies get like snuck into the ingredients list and then like not talked about.
yeah,
And like, it just teaches you to be aware, and then you remember and you know that about that food, you know?
right.
Like, people are always like, will ask me like, oh, is so and so vegan? Is this vegan? And I'm always just like, yep, or nope, because I just know,
just know,
because I know how to read the labels, and undoubtedly I've read it before, especially if it's some yummy, some
Yeah.
like chocolate or something in it. Like, I know what's vegan and what's not, and like, it teaches you just to be like aware of what you're eating, and then you literally know what you're putting in your body and what you're not. And that's one of the steps and one of the reasons that like I talk about a lot of fad diets that cut carbs being super, super effective for people, at least in the short term, because you are paying attention to what's in your food.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, if you're reading ingredients lists or you're reading nutrition labels all the time, you get good at it and you get fast at it, and you get to a point where you're like, oh shit, before I was eating 50 graham crackers a day. Like, I can't imagine what the fuck was in that. Like, and you
Yeah.
think about it, you know?
right. No, it's good to be food aware.
And like how to understand nutrition labels too.
Yeah.
Because you learn that like the FDA makes you put nutrition labels like in a specific format, and every so often that format changes,
Yeah,
and like you learn how ingredients lists work and that sort of thing. Like, it just becomes easier to like understand what you're eating, and I feel like that's key to eating food.
yeah. It feels good.
Like, you know what the fuck is in it.
Right, it feels good knowing what you're eating.
And that also helps you rule out allergies or sensitivities.
Yeah,
Like, if you notice that every time you eat something that has soy in it, you feel sick, you might have a fucking soy sensitivity.
Yeah.
And that might not have been something that you picked up on before because you were not paying attention to your food you're just eating.
right. Way easier to pick up on that if you're watching the labels.
Right, because I know about how many foods every day I eat that have soy in it, because I know what I eat, and I can think
Right.
back and go like, okay, well, I ate that, didn't have soy, that had soy, that didn't. And you know what I
No.
mean? Like, and you can pay attention, like, oh yeah, I know that I had a lot of, you know, black beans on that day. Black
Right.
beans are easier because you can literally see them, but whatever.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it demystifies the refrigerator.
Right. The next thing is it gives you a sense of purpose with your eating.
Yeah. And it's nice to have a sense of purpose with anything in your life.
Right.
But a lot of times eating is one of those things that I don't think anyone ever feels that with. Especially in our country where food is not so much of a cultural thing.
Well, and it is a cultural thing, but it's also
Yeah.
like, it's really easy to be like unintentional with your food.
Yeah.
And like, because we were talking about it on the way home tonight, like, what did we even eat before we went vegan? And in part, we can't remember because we just ate whatever we felt
Yeah.
like eating.
Whatever sounded good.
And now that we've been vegan for a little while, we kind of know, like, we kind of do the same thing. We just know that it's like vegan, but it gives you a sense of like, I'm eating the food that I'm eating like intentionally. I'm doing this
Yeah.
for a reason. And like, you know why you're getting the avocado roll at the sushi place instead of whatever the fuck has fish in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what they have.
I don't know what they have either. No, but it feels good to do anything with purpose, to be intentional about things. Like, it just, I don't know. It feels good. That's my story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good.
I don't know. I just think about like, every so often someone will say to me something along the lines of like, wow, you're so strong, or you have so much control or something. And I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, man, I just don't eat certain food. And it's like, and people will say, like, can you eat that? Like, yeah, I can eat whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
I can eat whatever I can afford to put in my belly and whatever I can physically chew.
Or right. Stomach.
Right.
Right.
But, like, I specifically eat vegan food.
Right.
Because I want to. And, like, making that choice, especially when you know that choice isn't that difficult to make, is kind of nice. And, like, every once in a while, I have to, like, remind myself of why. Like,
Yeah.
like, why don't I eat the thing that sounds so good right now? Like, I think about salmon a lot.
Right.
Like, the other night I had a dream about salmon.
Nice.
I like, had, like, butter on it. Like, but, like, and I woke up and I was like, damn, salmon would be good. And then I'm like, huh, why am I not pescatarian? Why don't I eat fish?
Right.
And I thought about it, and I was like, oh, yeah, I don't eat fish because, it's an animal, and it can feel pain.
Right. It
getting
didn't
other
take you that
animal.
long to come to that, I imagine.
No.
Yeah.
Like, and it was barely a, like, cognitive, like, conscious thought process. It just sort of happened. I was like, oh, yeah, fish feel pain. Duh.
Right.
Like, that's why. Because fish taste good, and they're, like, good for you. But also, that fish had feelings, and you killed it, and it didn't want to die. So, like,
Right.
I'm not going to eat it for that reason. Seems shitty.
Definitely seems shitty. So good to have purpose with your diet. What is next?
Trying new things.
Trying new things. Go vegan because it's new.
And this is where sushi comes back into play.
Yeah.
God, I'm such a shitty millennial.
You had never had sushi.
Before I went vegan, I had never had sushi.
Never.
It freaked me out.
Yeah.
We went on one of our first dates ever to a sushi place.
Does it seem normal? Didn't realize it wasn't normal.
Well, yeah, and you had been there and you liked it.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, this place is good. And you ordered sushi, and I ordered, like, a teriyaki dish. And the teriyaki dish was not that good. But the thing was that, like, I was afraid to try the sushi because I was like, ew, that's raw fish. That seems gross.
Yeah.
And I was super weird about it and, like, almost, like, afraid. Like, I don't want to eat that. And, like, grossed out. So I was just like, yeah, I don't like sushi. Sushi's
Right.
gross.
But then, being vegan, you know, opened your eyes a little
Yeah.
to the world of sushi.
I tried it because I was like, huh.
If there's nothing weird in it.
Right, if it's vegetables
Yeah. And rice.
and rice, okay.
Fucking eat that.
Can do that. I can dip that in soy sauce. Which also meant that, like, I had to learn to use chopsticks.
Yeah.
Which I
Another
did.
new thing.
I did successfully for the first time tonight.
Yeah. She was getting the little pieces, everything.
Like, the avocado fell out everywhere.
proud.
And I was, like, picking up little tiny pieces.
Oop. Bump.
I was, like, afraid of chopsticks because I'm, like, not that coordinated.
Right.
And I'm not dexterous at all. But, like, I never would have learned to do that if I hadn't been vegan. Because I
Right.
was such in, like, a weird, picky little bubble. And I'm still picky. I'm, like, kind of an asshole with food. But just thinking about, like, the raw fish never got appetizing.
No.
And, like, Whole Foods now has, like, this tuna roll. It's like, I don't know
It's
what
like
it's
made
called.
with tomato.
It's made with tomato.
Yeah.
It's called something, but I forget what the name is.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
But it's like, and it specifically says it on the thing, so it's not going to say tuna and you're going to pick it up and be like, this is vegan.
No.
It says, like, that it's something else, and you can read the ingredients. And I tried it, and it was good, but, like, the weird, like, texture of the tomato was like, is this what tuna is like?
Yeah, and I mean, it kind of. And, like, that wasn't really what we wanted, so we don't eat that. We just eat avocado rolls and other vegetable-based.
Right,
Not
I
that tomato doesn't,
love
like,
sweet potato rolls. Avocado and sweet potato. I'm not even mad at, like, the regular, like, vegetable rolls. I have, like, cucumber and lettuce and stuff.
Yeah, some carrots, asparagus. I had one with mango in it. That was amazing. I would have never tried that. Back when I ate, like, regular sushi, I would have never tried something with fucking mango in it.
Right.
So even I tried new things.
Well, and especially because it was called a
Yeah.
veggie combo.
Yeah. What is that?
But, like, also, it, like, you know, you gotta try the mock meat. How are you gonna be vegan and never try the mock meat? You gotta try it.
Yeah.
Like, and I had never really had mock meat before. I think I definitely had like black bean burgers and stuff
Right.
before. I'd had like veggie burgers.
Same.
But like Gardein, Beyond, all
And never
that
like
stuff.
put effort into cooking them.
Fuck no.
I would just like microwave a black bean burger or something. Fucking
Yeah.
disgusting. But like when it is your meat, you put more effort into it. And now
Right.
you're trying new recipes and
Right. I
good
got
stuff.
the Gardein like Chipotle chicken nuggets like
Yeah.
a couple weeks into being vegan. And I tried them and I was like, oh shit. This is
Yeah.
pretty good. It's a little weird, but it's pretty good.
the crabless cakes.
Oh my god, if you have a fucking air fryer, all the breaded Gardein shit,
So much better.
it's so fucking
I still
good.
don't think I've done the crabless cakes in the air fryer. I need to.
Yeah, put them on the list.
Yeah.
We'll get them this weekend. Give them a try.
Yeah.
But like, it's like a new thing that we tried. I wouldn't have bought an air fryer. What the fuck do you put in an air fryer
Right.
if you're not vegan? Like, and I see everyone's getting them now, but like we've had ours for 9 months or so.
I mean, I'd hate to put meat in that thing. Because we like give it a once over to clean it maybe. And like if you put meat in it, like shit, you better
Drag us.
actually clean that, I guess.
I just don't.
I don't know.
I don't know what would be good in there because I feel weird putting a piece of like raw chicken or something.
Yeah,
in
what are
there.
you doing?
Ew.
Anyway,
Well, that's the other thing is now I'm grossed out by raw meat. And
right.
Like, ugh,
That's a
never
new
again.
thing. A new thing you're trying. Being grossed out.
Which I think I was always grossed out by raw chicken.
I think it's natural to be grossed out by raw chicken.
Oh, because it's like pink and like
Slimy.
gooey. And, like,
Ugh.
Did you ever like do the thing where you like picked up the raw chicken to like put it on like the baking sheet or something and it like slipped out of your hand?
Oh yeah, like slides in your fingers.
Like a slug.
Ah!
Sorry. The cat's
Anyway.
the cat's really fucked up by me being grossed out.
Yeah, she is super close to you.
She's just been sitting here this whole time. She's like, I see that you're having a conversation, so I'll keep my mouth shut. But as soon as you get quiet, I'll remind you that I'm here so I can get the tuna. She would eat the sushi with the tuna.
Oh. Anyway, do we have any more benefits?
We do. We have 2 more.
All right, well, let's get to it.
The second to last benefit is like silly, but it's worth mentioning is there's no fucking cholesterol in your food.
Yeah, and that's basically it. That's the benefit.
basically it.
What's
Look,
the
cholesterol is not like dietary cholesterol is not like the scary thing that like I think we once thought it was. I don't think it's like the like evil demon in your food that's gonna like kill you.
right?
But a lot of people I know make a concentrated effort to eat foods with less cholesterol. You know what has fucking cholesterol? Animal products. You know what doesn't? Plants. So like even if you're just God damn it.
Mic drop.
Ah,
Go
okay.
vegan.
Oh my god. But anyways. Even if you're just looking to reduce your cholesterol, like put more plants and less meat and cheese and shit. Like
Eggs.
eggs have a fuckload of cholesterol,
Yep.
especially for how like little they are.
Stupid eggs.
I miss eggs, but not that much.
Can't wait for the Just Egg.
It's coming.
Ah,
It's on the way. People are like
I'm
really
gonna
making
tear
stuff
that
of it.
up.
Apparently it's good. It has actual like protein in it.
That's amazing.
And everybody that's
Does it
given
have
it
calories?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's pretty
An-
low
A
calorie.
vegan egg with calories.
It's pretty low calorie,
Yeah.
but like it's way higher
I
calorie
don't know.
than
By the time I put follow your heart
flour.
parm on it, make my omelet, it's gonna be
it's gonna be so
beyond sausage in there.
good. 6 bags of
This
spinach.
is gonna be our new scramble. We're not gonna eat tofu scramble anymore.
No, we're gonna eat tofu scramble.
Anyway,
'Cause tofu's got actual calories.
yeah, tofu's amazing.
But like no, there's no cholesterol. Fucking eat plants. It's not that hard. If you're literally worried about your cholesterol and you're wanting to eat less cholesterol for that reason, eat fucking plants. It's a huge benefit. I never have to worry about that shit. And like if I were genetically predisposed to have like an issue with cholesterol, I'm not saying that eating plants is going to keep that from being a thing. Like shit happens always. But like having less cholesterol is never a bad thing.
Right.
Unless it's a good cholesterol.
Last benefit.
This is the one that you came up with. It's community.
Community.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Well, you know, it's just nice to have something in common with people. And a lot of vegans are shit, right? Because a lot of people are shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We've talked about like vegan social media before, and it's just kind of cool to have something in common with people. It puts you in another little subgroup and make some friends. Go out to eat.
Yeah, because there's like challenges, right, to being vegan. And one of the challenges that people report as being like a little like concerning is feeling alienated.
Yeah.
But I feel like not alienated because, first of all, I'm a millennial. So everybody in my friend group is like, cool, let's accommodate you. And like they don't care. But also, I find vegans in the wild every so often. And they're amazing. They're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's always super nice.
Like, it's great to, like, talk to another vegan. And I'm excited that, like, the possibilities of this podcast opening up, like, more connections with other vegans, like, I think is going to be great.
Yeah.
Because I love talking with other vegans. Because usually they're pretty cool. Like, the dogmatic sort of asshole, you have to eat 30 bananas a day vegans, they're, like, few and far between.
Right.
They don't exist everywhere.
No, they're actually not that common in the wild.
No.
So they're really common online, I guess.
No, it's usually somebody like you meet them and they're like, "Oh my God, do you have a good recipe?"
Right.
Or like, we have to do a potluck. Come over to my house."
Yeah.
And it's always somebody like
No, it's fun. It's good stuff.
excited. And then the other part of that is that like assume you're the only vegan in your group, right? Which happens like to a lot of us. You start to fucking rub off on people. If you're not a douchebag, people start like going vegan around you or wanting to reduce their meat intake around you. And like that's really exciting because then you have somebody that's like interested in something that you're doing and you're speaking with them about that, but you're also speaking with them about like, hey, try this thing. And then like that's how you create vegans that sustain the lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's not just people that are like, oh yeah, I'll try spinach once. Like that's how you create people that like live with eating less animal products. Period.
Yeah. And that's nice.
Oh my God. She's out of control.
Anyway. Are we done? Is it time to feed the cat?
It's time to feed the cat. But there's a million other benefits to going vegan, and some of those health benefits that other people talk about,
they hold some weight.
Yeah, they hold weight.
Yeah.
But I wanted to focus on something other than like vitamins, minerals.
These were fun benefits.
Yeah.
And certainly like, yeah. Go vegan.
Go vegan.
Bye.
Bye.